miles. We're going to watch these drivers at the start of the race. Some of them are going to be here to do the same job they were doing yesterday. Some of them might be asleep.
We'll see what that intensity level is for these drivers. The starting grid for today's race brought to you by Yellawood. Up front, again, this set by the metrics. That was from last week's race, as well as the point standings. So you see the top 12 in the point standings, the playoff drivers of those first 6 rows.
Yeah, but this is a track I think you have to definitely look outside those playoff drivers.
Let's go, Talladega, baby.
Down the Daytona 500, camp in row 11.
Further back, it's got Newman, Jones, Allgaier into 77. As your colleague fielded team for this race. We see the cars coming onto pit road, checking pit road speed. All right, Steve, let's break the race down for us. 500 miles here at Talladega.
500 miles.
Let me know if y'all came here. Let me know. Really a chance maybe to watch it.
So we need
Still.
to stop at every stage. We expect the competition yellow in this first stage, though. So on or around.
Also love my reaction, I guess, to the race, but.
Want to get a few updates before the green flag flies. We'll start with Parker Kligerman.
Well, for Joey Logano, he comes in this race 6 points above that cut line in the playoffs, and he admitted coming in here that makes him stressed, because if you look at his history here, he's won here 3 times, but the last 2 have resulted in a DNF. He said, I always am up front. I have the performance. I just
about victory in this race. He said, I hope so, but I don't know. That's typical Talladega talk, right? But he said one thing is clear. After last week, we have a much better picture of what's happening. He finished 3rd at Vegas, plus 18 additional stage points. He's now 35 to the good above the cut line, which is important in this wildest of wild card races of the next 2 coming up, Marty.
Well, Dave Dale Earnhardt Jr. declared it on Motor Mouse on Wednesday. Their fantasy lineup better include Ryan Blaney, certainly one of the favorites today. In fact, between he and his crew chief, Todd Gordon, they have 6 wins here. Todd Gordon has 4. Ryan Blaney has 2 wins here. And nobody, and I mean nobody in this field is more excited this race is on Monday than Ryan Blaney. Why? Well, 2 Talladega wins. Both came on Monday. In fact, the last 2 times Talladega races were held on a Monday. Who won? Ryan Blaney. We're all excited to go racing, Rick, but I know he's fired up that he's racing on a Monday at Talladega.
So maybe it was Ryan Blaney that was doing the rain dance yesterday to make sure that this ran on a Monday. So I mentioned anxiety, Steve. Some of these drivers obviously a little more anxious than others. We actually get to see a little bit of biometrics that these drivers have as they are racing around this race.
Yeah, our friends at Whoop have a biometric wearable. It's basically a wristband you put on, and it reads your heart rate, your calories, your strain. That goes from 0 to 21. Ricky Stenhouse Jr., nice enough to wear one. Look at his current heart rate, just under 100. Then we transfer over to Joey Logano. Very consistent, about 100 for Joey Logano as well. Not physical exertion, mental exertion. That heart rate is going to climb as we go through the race today.
That's what we heard out of Joey Logano. We mentioned how Bristol was very, very physical for him.
Coming to the green, boys. Coming to the green.
When it came to Talladega, we're going to keep our eyes on that today. This
Green flag.
From Talladega Super Speedway.
Looks like a good amount of people were able to stay for the race, which is good. Bowman and Bubba, those are my 2 drivers.
We see the 12 just above that 22. So those 3 Team Penske
Looks like
cars
Truex might be trying to drop to the back early. Looks like, whoa. Somebody got squirrely back there. It was a Ford. I'm not sure who, but I think some guys might be trying to go to the back early and just wait some stuff out. Kyle Busch looks like he's going to lead the first lap.
Look how quickly that second line has fallen back.
Logano to the top. He has help from Keselowski, so Penske cars always work well together. We'll see here. Yep, there they go. Logano's going to take the lead here, I think. There he goes. Yep.
They're going to start moving forward again.
He's not clear yet, but he will be off 2, I think. Yep, he's clear now.
Start of the race.
There's Blaney, so.
It's going to cost you a lot of spots, like you saw Christopher Bell jump in the line, lost a ton of spots. Then he was falling back. Stay cool. Build his position now. He's pushing.
Checking copyrighted audio and video. I don't really care. It's going to be fine.
Bumper of the 9 of Chase Elliott on that inside line. Penske cars are going to stay up on the high line. as now the 18 gets a little bit of a run.
We're going to talk agendas all day long. The agendas for the playoff guys. Do you mix early or do you wait to see if the big accident comes? Big push from Chase Elliott and sent the 18 car up the inside. Joey Logano down the momentum again from the outside.
I think Kyle Busch led that lap test.
Car off into turn one. Joey's going to get in front of that line. He feels like that's where the energy's at. They're teamed up pretty good on the bottom, though, guys.
Well, remind you that double yellow line, that is out of bounds. You are not allowed to improve your position below that double yellow line. So they'll want to stay above that.
Last Gen 6 Dega race. Last Gen 6 Super Speedway race. We're already 3 wide. Let's still get a little hairy. Nobody needs to push it too early, though. Let's not have a day. Something's wrong with these camera angles here. He sees out in some trouble.
Top lane away of Byron can work.
Let's see if they can get anything going. Some Chevys, some bow ties up there. So, hello to everybody watching. Apologies for it not being the best quality, but we're working with what we got and what we got for this live stream. It's a Kindle.
Just simply trying to be the first guy in the line to take that score momentum. So Ryan Blaney jumped that out. This is hot. See that big push coming.
Good grief, he's got a push.
Yeah, we also saw Denny Hamlin get a little bit.
Blaney showed the turds at Logano right there. Good grief.
Yeah, they all had to get out of the gas there, Rick. Can you see the speed and the pace?
All right, Bubba, moving up. See, oh, he's on the okay. He's in the McDonald's car. Okay, he's on the bottom. See, Bowman's on that bottom lane too, up in the top 5. I'm liking that. Liking what I'm seeing early, but there's Matty D coming up. I think I picked Max Benedetto, so we'll see. We'll see what happens here. Won't really be able to answer any chats or anything, but if y'all want to, you can chat or do whatever, I guess.
It's a huge effort now, Rick. It's going to be interesting to see as these stages
Up into the top 10. Let's go.
How they stay put together, because there's a lot of drivers in this race that need stage points.
Kyle Larson up there, man. Super Speedways ain't his thing, but we'll see if he can get a run today.
Splinter as this race goes on. Denny Hamlin to the top there, either by decision to get out
I think Denny's gonna draw back to the back here. I think.
He's got that security blanket. He won a week ago in Las Vegas. He doesn't have to
Betting
be
into
up
life.
front leading this race. He doesn't have to have great points today. He's automatically.
If you see the camera lift up or whatever, I'm checking the chat here because it's leaning up against something. But I think Denny's just gonna ride for a little bit.
Up front on that inside line, he has Chase Elliott right behind him. Kyle Larson has been quiet right there in third.
This has been a little more chaotic at the start here than I thought it might be. I thought we might see like a top lane form by like lap 15 or so, but it doesn't look like that's gonna happen. Looks like they're gonna race.
He is someone that needs stage points. Came here below the cut line. He's going to try to get track position and never get up.
There goes the outside lane. Logano gave Harvick a big shove.
The view out the front windshield to the 4 of Kevin Harvick now leading at Talladega.
Big question is, when is the big wreck going to happen? We're already asking the question on lap 7. Gonna turn the sound a little bit. My mom's trying to take a nap, so she probably doesn't want to just want it too loud, but there he goes. Gave him another big shove again. Logano's got to be careful, though. He might turn somebody if he keeps that up. Look for Penske at least. Byron's the first car. I'm in outside lane. Connection unavailable. Apologies. I might have some weird stuff going on.
Right now, the first 3 Fords are out front. If they could get Keselowski and that fifth one, then they could pick whatever lane they wanted.
During commercials, I might get up and like go get something to eat or check on the stream or something. So. Turn this down during commercials too.
Listen, the kids have their drink with candy. Yeah, I get my own drink. This is our candy. You know, espresso candy. Sonic Mocha Crunch Blast. Espresso. You say espresso? Yes, I do.
Watch today's race. Follow along on Twitter at NASCAR Nation for a one-on-one type breakdown of what's happening on the track. We'll explain key terms you hear on the broadcast and answer your questions. Video coverage brought to you by Geico. Look down and challenging for the lead here at Talladega now. As Joey Logano gets a good run, he'll get right on the back bumper of Kevin Harvick, who's out front. And pretty interesting move right there by two Ford drivers. Leading the race right now. Decided not to keep playing with the Ford. Said, I'm going to lead this race. I'm going to take care of myself. Eric Almirola. Same thing. Neither one of those guys in the playoffs. They dropped off the old Fords to lead the race. A little bit surprised by Eric Almirola not to have that bottom Fords he was in, but not surprised by Benedetto, who's trying to race for a job. No guarantee where he's going to be next year. No guarantee of what manufacturer's going to drive for. He's racing for himself today. Interesting things here. If you see these Fords really control this race, is how they got there. If you go a couple laps back, you saw the 22 push the Ford of Kevin Harvick there all the way through the corners, almost can be like we used to see a couple years ago. Remember when this package change that we had going to the July Daytona, or August Daytona, excuse me, these cars were slowed down. A lot of people wondered who would be good. We didn't quite see it at Daytona, but right here at Talladega, a bigger track, we thought we might see it. We thought we might see it out of the Fords, which have a flusher, flat front nose that allows it. I think we're definitely seeing that tandem being able to be used through the corners a little bit, Marty. What Marty is, the Fords working so well together there. Kevin Harvick shot to the lead for just a moment in front of the 21 back to Benedetto. The Chevys, though, you see them kind of working with everybody. CB always had a terrific analogy. It's like making a dinner reservation for 16 versus a dinner reservation for 4. The Chevy plan has really changed. They will all fit together, just like the Fords will. But when it comes to on track, they are told, listen, we do not work for Chevys necessarily. Yes, help your other teammates if you can, your other Chevy cars, but you don't have to do that because they want to avoid 10 cars that are packed together. That's when a big wreck can take everybody out.
And I like that play, Marty. I think the value of teammates is the most under green flag pit stops on and off the road. But on the race, I want you to kind of go out there and understand there are cars. If it was a coin flip, but don't worry about it. Work with teammates as long as they wanted to do what I was doing.
That means you wanted them working with you. That's right. I got you. What's interesting to me about the Ford situation we talked about is you got one Ford on the inside, one Ford on the outside. So what does that mean? If you're Kevin Harvick, if you're going to the auto, if you're any of those other Ford guys, you now know, hey, I can't trust Benedetto, right? He's going to be on his own agenda. And I'm not saying that's wrong, but when you go into the race expecting that the guy's going to be working with you, and he does it early in the race, you usually say, okay, cross him on my list. I no longer can trust him.
Alright, I'm back. Apologies. It says low quality, guys. I've seen a couple dislikes. Not mad about it or anything stupid like that, but it says low quality. Okay? I'm just saying. Had to go get some drink. I'm good now.
The fear of being in that pack 3 line. Just where Joey is. He's in the worst possible place to be in that pack right now.
That's such bad quality, why even bother? It says local school that might want to watch it, and this is all I got, man. I can't, like, screen record and stream it. I'm using my Kindle. I'm using what I got. Apologies that it's not what you were looking for. You can watch it on normal TV. You can listen on MRN. I'm sure there's other people streaming it too. So, apologies that it's not what you're looking for, but
he's had great success on super speedways. His best career finish is on
I'm
super
sorry, man.
speedways, especially at
I'm doing the best with what I got.
All
Alright?
right.
You can go be salty somewhere else. I mean, there's other ways to watch the race. Surely there's someone else streaming it that's better quality, okay? This is the best way I can live today. Because I can't screen record or
Checking in on the
screen
situation
record live
for
stream,
Christopher Bell.
you know.
Remember, coming in, he's 25 below the cut, 12th and last among playoff drivers. And he told us this week, we
Be
got
warned, it says low quality. So,
with a self-inflicted
that's all I can tell you.
wound. What's he doing currently 20th? Well, he's doing that. He's trying to find his way back to the front after starting 12th, got shuffled back to 27th. He's been working with anybody he can find. This would be a great one to work with right here, his teammate Kyle Busch, as he needs to move that 20 car forward and finish this stage in the points. Marty?
Ah, Coleman, no, here.
In this front of this pack, but he has fallen to the back, and that was by intent. When he was on the top line, Tippett shot up to close to 300, moved down to the bottom. They went down to 275, but they're not coming down any further. So he dropped the back of the, trying to get some clean air.
I'm sorry that it's low quality, but I put that in the title for a reason. I wasn't going to try to catfish y'all or clickbait you into thinking this is like normal quality, because it's not. And I know that, but
it's about William learning where he can and can't run. It's easy to cool a car.
but if you too, boys, I'm liking this a lot.
Is too much effort to keep
Now Bowman needs to get up there too. He needs to make up some points.
Tell me if he can move around and manage it.
Points always moving. You see those on the left. Everyone fighting for points here at stage one.
I'll turn this down for commercials because nobody wants to hear those.
Just freight. These aren't just shipments. They're promises. Big promises, small promises, cuddly shaped promises. Each with a time and a place they've been.
Apologies for anybody that comes into this thinking it's like great quality. It's not, and I know that, but
Or make an empty promise.
I'm trying my best here, guys.
A promise is everything to a committee.
I know it's like 1 frame rate, but
Introducing the first stain worthy of the yellow tag.
better than nothing.
Yellawood Protector Stain and Seal. Powerful protection for your deck. Available in pre-mixed grab-and-go cans. Find a Yellawood dealer near you.
If it looks like an F-150, goes like an F-150, holds like an F-150.
Give me like picks or predictions in the chat if y'all want to. I picked Matt Benedetto to win. My favorite driver, my 2 favorite drivers were Bowman and Bubba. So
the 2021 F-150 Power Boost Hybrid with 570 pound-feet of torque and 12,700 pounds of max available towing.
A lot of people think dealing with COPD is a walk in the park. If I had something to help them breathe better, everything would be fun and nice. But I still have bad days, flare-ups, which can permanently damage my lungs. My lungs need protection against flare-ups. So, it's time to get real. Because in the real world, our lungs deserve the real protection of Breztri. Breztri gives you better.
thank all y'all for stopping by. It means a lot. Helps the channel.
COPD medicine proven to reduce flare-ups by 50%.
There will be a post-race show tonight.
Replace a rescue inhaler for sudden breathing problems. It is not for asthma. Tell your doctor if you have a heart condition or high blood pressure before taking it.
So
Don't take Breztri more than prescribed.
I was proven wrong. I posted a video yesterday asking, wondering if NASCAR is in serious trouble with the forecast not looking very good. And thankfully, they proved me wrong. I'm glad they proved me wrong. Glad we're getting this race in today. Hopefully, we can get the whole thing in today. But only needs to get to halfway or the end of stage 2. Halfway is 94 laps. Stage 2 is 120. So. I know Dr. Pepper's better. Coke is good, but Dr. Pepper's better. Is that Almirola in the lead? I can't tell exactly. No, oh wow, Cole Custer. This might be the first lap he's led all year, guys. Like, I'm serious. I don't remember Custer being in the lead all year. Chevy's up top, blue ovals on the bottom. Comp caution lap 25, so. I would expect most everybody to come down pit road so they can make it to the end of the stage on gas. Nurse and see what people do for tires. They don't need a ton of Dega in terms of speed, but you do want more grip if you're making risky moves late in the stage of race. So this is a lot better racing though in the first. I thought they might get into that, top line single file early, but they're not. James Davison already allowed down in 66 car. Let's see Joey Gase back in the car after that scary crash last week. Spotters. Larson, Bubba wanted to go back down. Kyle Busch didn't let him in. Bell lets him in now. Now Larson's kind of hung out to dry. Or I guess he got back in line. No, he is hung out to dry. So Larson's going to go backwards pretty fast. That's Joey Gase up, but if they do, that'll be interesting to see how that pack works around him. It's like it's only Bubba and Bell. They think Bubba's going to drop back in. Oh, there goes Bubba. He's making a move to the outside. We'll see if that does anything. It's not going to, though. Oh, never mind. That's just, no, inside line's going backwards here. Last lap before the comp caution, so Gage is just going to stay way to the outside. That could get dicey with Bubba and them. Whoa, Bubba. Chill, buddy. He might have been trying to catch a draft, but now he's... Oh, yeah, Bubba's going backwards. Doesn't really matter. This isn't the end of a stage. No point. All green so far. Competition caution. Expect it soon. This lap.
We would expect the competition caution any moment.
Where is it? Drivers are
trying to guess when the caution's going to come out, trying to pick up a few spots. It actually costs them. Push a few spots right there. And you can see them all starting to race now. Just like
they're going now. Oh, caution's out. Custer's going to be in the lead here, I believe. So Talladega does it. Brings underdogs.
When the first caution comes out, leading the Ford Brigade, Custer, Logano, Harvick, Blaney. Elliott was up there.
See how many come down pit road and what they do. Fuel only 2 tires, 4 tires, lefts, rights, 1 tire.
Ross Chastain, another super speedway driver that a lot of people don't mind.
Oh man, it's been blocked.
To get to the front. It's had great success. Well,
can I put my camera closer? I don't think I can really, not in a good way. I'm going to end this stream and start another.
Seems like front of the pack pretty clean early. When you come to Talladega, there's always a big one. The big one is huge wreck.